Hey, let's do chapter 21. So this one's titled New England Holiday, and the whole holiday is that they're getting a new governor. So it's kind of like our presidential elections. They switch over, everybody's off work, there's going to be a parade, all of that. So Hester and Pearl go into town. Um, Hester is described as being dressed in her normal gray outfit. She just kind of melts into the shadows, except for the A that brings her back into life. But she has a marbled look on her face where excuse me again, marbled look on her face where nobody can really read her stuff, but hidden beneath that she's got a different feeling inside. Instead of the shame, she's got almost a triumph, like, yeah, look at this letter for the last time, because after this I'm out of here, and this letter ain't coming back. It's going into the bottom of the ocean where it'll get swallowed up, and I am no longer your whipping post. So she's got this feeling inside of her. Pearl, we've talked before about how she just understands and feels her mother's emotions. She doesn't know how to hide that, nor does she know she has to. And so she's just kind of bouncing around all over the place. It says that she flits like a bird instead of walking. She randomly breaks into wild music and shrieking. She's singing, she's dancing, she's extremely restless, which is exactly how Hester feels in her insides. Pearl notices all the people. She asks Hester. Hester explains, we're going to have a parade. There's going to be a band. It's all the important people, the magistrates, the ministers. Oh, the minister? Is the minister going to be there? Will he extend his hand to me? Asks Pearl. And Hester's like, no, and don't you dare extend yours to him. Like, this isn't the time. And Pearl makes some commentary about how sad the minister is. And Hester tells her, hush, don't talk about things that you don't know, especially out here in public. And so we get a picture of the town. There's the Indians are standing in one clump, and they're all dressed in their war gear, and they've got, feathers and all that kind of stuff going on. Then there's a group of sailors, and they're rough looking. Like, they got the swords, they got the short pants, like your typical look of a sailor. It talks about how they were more than just sailors. They were what we would consider to be pirates. So this is not a real reputable ship that's going to be taking them back. And this is the group that is the ship that they are going to board and take back to Europe. The sailors, they just break the laws, and the town ignores it. They smoke in public, they're drinking in public, and the sheriff does nothing about it. That's just the way the sailors are. We'll just leave them alone. Then along comes the captain of the ship. And of all people, who's he walking along talking to but Roger Chillingworth? When he leaves him, the captain comes over to Hester, and of course there's a small circle around her of emptiness, because that's just the way it is for Hester. It's not that people are really mean to her anymore, but they still exclude her. And he says to Hester, oh, well, I'll make sure to tell the crew to prepare another room. And Hester's like, what? And he says, oh, well, the good doctor says that he's joining your party. He says that he's with you, and that he is, close to the minister. And so I'm supposed to put him with the minister. And Hester, she fakes this agreement of, oh, yeah, they've dwelt together for a long time. They've lived together for a long time. Yep, he's right. Okay, thank you very much. I didn't know he was coming. Oh, all right, great. On the inside, she's got to be freaking out, because this means that he knows. He figured out that they had a plan. How he figured it out was probably just a guess. He probably just went to the captain and said, hey, so the bookings that have already been made, and just said it as a guess. And the captain was like, oh, yeah, by Hester Prynne, and so he figured it out. And so she's freaking out on the inside, because now he knows. Like, he just booked passage on the same ship that they are with them. So here they're trying to run away and get away from the town and go start a new life, but they're trying to get away from Chillingworth also. Like, that's kind of the main point, is to get away from him. And now he knows, and he's joined them on the ship. The creepy part is on page 161, After the captain walks away, Hester looks across the marketplace, and all the way across and standing in a remote, shadowy spot is Chillingworth. And he's standing there smiling at her. And on page 161, it says, the smile conveyed a secret and fearful meanings. That was not a friendly smile. It was a, haha, thought you could get away from me, did you? Game on. Okay, so he is an evil man. That's all I have for chapter 21. It was pretty straightforward, I think. So your assignment for tonight is to read chapter 22. It is the procession. It's a good one. It's a lot of description, but I think you can handle it at this point. So the plan is, today is Friday. You're going to read chapter 22 tonight, and I'll release a worksheet that has the rest of the chapters on it so that if you can't stop yourself, you can keep reading. But Monday, I'll break down chapter 22. Monday's homework will be to read chapter 23, and then Tuesday's homework will be to read chapter 24. On Wednesday, I'll give you whatever your project is going to be. Okay? And you'll have 1 week to get it done. And when it's done, you are a free bird. So that's all for today. Read chapter 22. I will see you next time.